Hello everyone, Acwano here, and today I'm excited to show you guys a new indie RPG that's caught my interest. It's an open world adventure with a mix of action-packed combat, exploration, and a story that revolves around the concept of bringing together two very different worlds. One that's more sci-fi and another one that's more like your typical medieval fantasy. Whether you're into customizing your characters, discovering hidden secrets in the map, exploring, or just diving into a well-crafted indie experience, this game might prove to be something worth waiting for. Now, I want to be clear and transparent with y'all, this is a Kickstarter, and an indie game, so I'm gonna have some bias while talking about this since I personally just love supporting small projects. But, don't worry, I'm not sponsored or incentivized in any way to talk well about or advertise the game. I'm just here to showcase it, to make people more aware of it. So today we will be talking about The Last World's Crossed Souls. Now, like you guys saw in the thumbnail, this game is inspired from three very big Japanese game franchises: Pokemon, Dragon Quest, and The Legend of Zelda. Now, these are not my observations, at least not only. The developers themselves say in their Kickstarter page that that's what inspired them. They grew up playing those games. Now, if I'd have to pick the biggest inspiration, I would probably have to pick The Legend of Zelda. If you look at the videos, if you look at the gameplay, just the main character, shield, sword, the way the combat works, it is definitely very reminiscent of the 3D Zeldas. Now, it does have a lot of Dragon Quest vibes. I feel like that's where Dragon Quest comes here. It's like Zelda gameplay with Dragon Quest vibes. Like you can see with the monster design, the hero design, it's very Dragon Quest-esque. Now, this gameplay is very interesting because it mixes this traditional action RPG where, you fight with swords, magic, and you explore a world, but it also has some sort of a monster taming mechanic, which is where the whole Pokemon thing comes into place, right? So the main character, Matwin, is an 18-year-old man that fights with the sword and shield, and he's followed by a little creature, which is technically your first monster, your first Pokemon kind of creature that follows you. And apparently he's not the only one. They say in the description of the game that a lot of the monsters that you fight will be able to be they'll be recruitable, and they're gonna help you, like Lupio, which is the small orange creature that follows you. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the designs of these two characters. Now, Lupio's design is pretty simple, but I think that's by design. And if we look at the other monsters that they've revealed, all of them look very simplistic. They have a, I would say, intentionally simplistic design. Like we can see this one with two wooden swords, a wooden mask. They all look kinda similar, which I also think is by design. Like they're all from some kind of race. We have this green one who also just looks like the rabbit-ish, like the yellow and the orange one. We have a small little ghost that's purple and blue. Like I said, they went for a more simple, kind of cutesy almost design for its mobs, which is very reminiscent of the first Dragon Quest games. Dragon Quest monsters are very they're not grotesque and gore. They're very Pokemon-like, which is what we can see here. We have this one, just a cat. This one reminds me of Happy from Fairy Tail. But yeah, and I am assuming these are the ones you're going to be able to recruit. Now, something to note is that I see a shiny version of some of the mobs, some of the monsters. So yeah, there might be shinies in the game. And if we look at the combat, we can definitely see that this is an action combat where you fight yourself. But they're mixing in a monster tamer aspect to the gameplay, which I'm very interested to know how it will work. The game is not playable yet. They said they will be releasing the playtest phase sometimes this year. But yeah, we have some look at the combat here. We have multiple weapons. Here they say that for now there are 20 different weapons in the game. 5 swords, 6 different sword and shield combos, 4 great swords, 3 maces, and 2 giant maces. Now, with the 20 weapons, we have 15 different kind of spells here. They showcase some of them. Like I said, I'm very interested to see how they gonna mix this very action combat focused game with the monster tamer. Are you gonna fight yourself, or then you're gonna have the monsters you tamed like fight beside you, like automatically? Or are you gonna be able to control them? I don't know. I would probably bet on the first one. Now, one thing that I'm personally a big fan of that's that makes like this game a bit different from Legend of Zelda is that you have level ups and you have skill, not more like yeah, skill points. You have skill points to invest into different things. Like here they say endurance, wisdom, strength, agility, intelligence, crit chance. So this definitely feels a lot more JRPG-esque than your average Zelda game. This one definitely has a lot of RPG mechanics built into it. Now, the graphics, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, this looks very, rough for now. It's a Kickstarter, it's an indie game. But personally, as long as the gameplay is like good, I don't really care if the art style is like simplistic or looks cheap. At the end of the day, this game is made by 3 brothers who are just passionate about gaming. So, I'm just here to appreciate what they've made so far. Now, like I said, this game is not out for playtest yet. We don't even know what the game looks like when you play it. So, you have to take everything in this video with a grain of salt. I don't want to just, straight up glaze and not give some warnings. This game could be bad. This game could be good. I'm just saying it looks interesting, and this is the reason why I wanted to make this video. So, I've been talking about mechanics in the game, some gameplay aspects, but obviously there's a lot more, and all of it is on their Kickstarter page, so I won't go over everything, but if you're interested, I'm definitely going to leave the link in the description for their Kickstarter page, so you want to go support them, or just, look at what they're offering, and just see if that interests you. That works. So I don't want to take too much time on all the specific gameplay elements they want to add in the game, so yeah, we'll just move on. Now, to end this video, let's look at their roadmap and what the game is going to look like, which we can expect. Now, it is important to know in terms of platforms that they're planning to release the game on every modern platform, PS5, Xbox, PS4 and PS5, Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and obviously PC. Now, it says that the game is in development for PC, and in the future, they will be launching it on a console. So if you are primarily a console player, don't really game on your PC, keep that in mind. Now, it says that the game will be available in English and Italian, because yes, the game is made by 3 Italian brothers. So for now, English and Italian, not supporting any other languages. Understandable, there's 3 people working on a game with a tight budget. They don't really have the time to invest in other languages that might not get them as many sales. Understandable. So yeah, that's it for platforms, languages. Now let's look at the roadmap. It says here that there should be a playtest somewhere around in 2025, and then they're planning to launch it in 2026, officially launch plans that are accepting customers with an early access. So playtest is going to be this year, early access is going to be next year, and at the end of next year, they're planning on fully releasing the game. So I like this. I like this a lot when developers have a goal in mind. They're not saying, hey, for now, early access, and this game's going to be stuck on early access for years. At least they have plans of a specific time frame for their early access and for their playtest. So yeah, this is very promising. Now you can count on me on being part of the testers when the game comes out. And yeah, this is just like a kind of like a cute project I found and I wanted to share with you guys. So let me know if you like these kind of videos, because my channel is not only a JRPG channel but very Dragon Quest focused recently. So I thought this game could interest you guys, especially if you like me and like supporting small projects that add some diversity in the gaming community. That's it for me. It was Aquano, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.